All right, I'm here with head coach Mike Jones of the Lincoln football team. Coach, you're getting ready for your last game of the season, but before we go into that, now that you've had some time to look at the film from Saturday, just what stood out to you about your team's play?
You know what, we started off faster. That's what we talked about, starting off fast. We started off fast. We got 3 and out. Offensively, we started a little slow. And then I think the offense picked it up. They ran the ball extremely well, and that's what we planned on doing. We wanted to run the football. We was able to run the football. We made plays offensively on the special teams. Defensively, we made plays when we had to, and we got a good win because of that.
Well, it seems over the last few games your team started to come together and you're starting to make plays both on offense and defense. One thing that Lincoln hasn't done quite as well over the past few years is stringing together wins, winning back-to-back games. What have you been trying to do with your players to kind of get them in the mindset to make this into a little bit of a winning streak?
Well, you know what? More so than anything, I think it's the last game of the season and it's senior day. We talk about, honoring our seniors. These guys, we have a great group of seniors, and talking to the young players and players that are returning, they really want to send the seniors out with a victory. So I think that winning 2 games in a row was a product of us winning senior day.
Well, this week you have Southwest Baptist, their team that's been struggling through the season as well. Only 1 win, although it came against a pretty good Missouri Southern team. The team that you just beat, Northeastern State, beat Southwest Baptist. So there's always that trap that players will think, well, we beat the team that beat them. How are you trying to safeguard against that?
I don't even think I know we haven't brought it up. None of the players I haven't heard them say anything about Northeastern beating Southwest and we beat Northeastern. So I don't think that's even in their mind. I think right now, really and truly, is that this is senior day. This is our last football game, and we want to go out against a team that we're going to be playing against next year. That'll be our first Great Lakes Valley Conference game. So we're going to end in MIAA with Southwest Baptist and start the Great Lakes Valley Conference with Southwest Baptist. So it's a game where I tell them, you know what, this is an opportunity to play against a team that we're going to see again at the beginning of the season next year. So we have to get ready and play well so we can be prepared again for next year.
Well, on that note, with Northeastern State remaining in the MIAA, that's the last game against an MIAA opponent that's going to stay in the MIAA, since you're going to, like you said, you're going to see Southwest Baptist over the next few years. Does that add anything to that win to know that your last game against an MIAA opponent, you guys won?
No, it doesn't add anything. I don't think so, because like I said, it's a great football conference. We were able to beat Northeastern. That was good, but I never paid any mind whether that was because that was the last team we'll play from MIAA. So I didn't really think about that.
All right. Well, this week's opponent, Southwest Baptist. What have you seen from them on the film?
Yeah, well, just like of course they have a great wide receiver at number 1. I think that's Lauderdale, and the kid plays extremely well. I think he's leading the conference in receptions. I know that, and he's probably second in receiving yards or third. So, very good player. Quarterback started to come along. Originally he was a backup, and their starter got hurt, and now we're seeing their guy that came in. He's been playing progressively better each week. They run the ball better than the numbers stipulate. So we have to do a better job of taking care of the run. Defensively, they got a really good linebacker that he flies around, makes a lot of plays, and defensively it looks like they try and get to the football and make plays. So we got to make sure, as I always say, get a hat on the hat and then execute the offense, in which we do.
All right. Well, you've brought up a couple times that this is going to be senior weekend. You have probably the biggest group of seniors leaving that we've had in a long time here at Lincoln. What has this particular group meant to the program?
You know what? Truly and honestly, these guys have done a phenomenal job of showing leadership to our young guys, maturity. A lot of these guys have been through some adversity in one way or another, and they've shown they're going through adversity. They can still be, good people. We didn't, unfortunately, get the season that we wanted as their senior year, but these guys never let up. They always played hard. They always wanted to represent Lincoln University well. So hopefully, we'll take them out and we'll play well this last senior day for them, this last opportunity for them to play for Lincoln University, and we can bring them home a victory.
Well, kind of going off that then, you've talked a little bit about what they've meant to the program, but as I've brought up before, we've been playing much better throughout the last couple of games, and I think a lot of outsiders have taken notice of how we've played and even some of our losses this year, that we've been much more competitive than in the past. Going into the Great Lakes Valley and going from this point forward, what do you think the legacy of this year's senior class will be?
Well, you know what? This senior class, like I said, is going to, when everything's said and done, great people, great leadership, You know, you look at the 20 guys are leaving. You know, and all these guys are coming in different phases. Some of them been here for 4 or 5 years, like Morris and Michael Lloyd. We got some junior college kids like Percy and Casey and Marty. We had some transfer kids like Ortega and Jarvey. So we had a great mix of guys, and the great thing about them, we had so many different guys come from so many different areas, from different walks of life. And these seniors just, for some reason, they connected. They did a great job connecting. Never had a problem with each other. They humbled themselves to make this program better, and I'm truly thankful for having these guys as seniors.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time, and good luck this week.